Hi, my name is Gecko, back with another mini Motorways video. Let's get started. So we're going to try the daily challenge. We do also have a weekly challenge to do. We're going to be doing the daily challenge today on the 6th of September 2021. So this one's based in Mexico City, which I don't believe I've played before. Nope. So it looks like it's the last one to unlock. So it's going to be a new one. It looks like it has some mountains to contend with. So we start with 4 traffic lights, and we get no further traffic lights. Okay. Only one choice of upgrade is offered. Okay. Sounds like it'd be an interesting one. I think 4 traffic lights is enough. Up until now, I haven't actually been using them too much, but I read the patch notes, and they have been buffed, so I'm excited to actually start utilising them a bit more now. Straight away we have to contend with a crossroads. So we might as well use one for now. Oh, we do have a roundabout. So I'd rather we use a roundabout for now. So I feel like traffic lights are better used when there's more of a dominant road, but since these two are going to be in use just as much as each other, I think a roundabout would be preferable here. If it was a case that there were pinks available and these two are a bit further away and tend to get used just to supplement the closer pinks, then traffic lights would probably be better here, because it'd be rare that these guys would want to cross, and therefore the green light would not slow these guys down at all. And I think that's probably the best way to handle things. Okay, well, it certainly isn't given us much of a choice at the moment, because we are pretty limited what we can do. We will stick some traffic lights here. These guys attached. So these two here, since they're not going to be utilised that often, there's point in putting a roundabout there, because it would slow these blues down a bit too much. Wow, this is a very compact area at the moment. It does mean we're actually going to sort this out. So I do want to actually remove all of that now, and have, oops, just have that. Oops, have I done that right? No. Right, I'll sort that out in a second. What we will do is just quickly get these guys on, and we'll put the roundabout here instead. Again, there's going to be just as much traffic going between them, so it makes sense in that instance to have a roundabout. I do want to just sort out my squiggly lines, basically. I want to separate these off. So I just want to get to the point where I'm just hugging other roads so nothing can spawn between them. I'll also connect these up here. I want to connect them to the roundabout. help here because I haven't got a tunnel. We will pause so we can make sure we can nab that. And what we'll also do is we'll go through these. For now, that's priority number one. It's going to be sorting that out. So both there and here. Ideally a motorway would sort those out. We'll have to wait for the weekend for that though. A little bit of a congested start. Not ideal. And what that does also mean, annoyingly, is that these blues are actually attached to this, which is not ideal. They're attached via this roundabout because these guys have got to cross this route. So hopefully we're not going to see these guys go all the way along there. Now the only reason they do that is if all 5 of these are in use, because these guys are closer. Okay, well that doesn't help the situation at all. Not at all. Very congested start. That's what we wanted. Okay, so we're going to use that immediately. Right, actually, we are going to have a runoff because I have had problems before where I haven't had like a runoff and it just goes straight in. But what that means is that we can remove all of this because this no longer needs to connect, so we can just do this. And all of this is segregated again now. So it means we've got 2 roundabouts and our 4 traffic lights back. A decent number of road tiles. Total segregation. Apart from obviously this area here, which I do still want to sort, but they seem to be coping okay. Alright, so what I may well do here, I'm just going to increase this. Get these on. Probably not ideal because I imagine there's going to be a bit of a yeah, that's fine. I imagine there's going to be a bit of a slowdown here, but I'll keep an eye on that. And whether it's worth pushing that back so we can get some traffic lights here. Okay, it looks like we're going to be using a motorway immediately there. I had wanted to use it so I can get rid of the crossover between the purples and the turquoise blues, but I haven't really got a choice here. Probably do see where this next orange spawns, because it will be around here somewhere. That'll do. Fairly happy with everything at the moment. I can't see any slowdown anywhere. Maybe a little bit here. Seems to be okay there. Could potentially put some traffic lights in there. A little bit concerned that it's not giving me the option of a tunnel yet, because I imagine it's going to be something that I need there. I'm going to square that off, and I'm going to use some traffic lights there. Right, what have we got? Okay. We've got a couple of guys here that we can just turn around. You see how they're both got cars at home the entire time. In fact, actually, I will reserve that bit of road there, so that if I do need to turn more around or do whatever, I certainly can do. And what that does mean is that I can get this guy connected here. Oops. Like that. So these guys are actually a little bit closer. Obviously it doesn't stop one of these two going all the way around, which I think is what this car just did. Yep. Oh no, he's going home. But yes, if I get any more cream coloured ones here, then I can segregate these two shops here. Yellow appeared. Where are all my yellow houses? Okay, they're all under here. I've had a couple actually going on to different places. Okay, well, whilst that's available, you can go here, my friend. I might need to wiggle some things around in order to do better here. It's not ideal. I wonder whether these three houses... No, because if I was going to try and scoot them out, then I'd have to scoot them around that way. What I may do is just reserve that a little bit. I've got plenty of road tiles to be able to do it. What am I wanting to do here? I mean, potentially... Potentially it's this at the moment, so we can get these yellows involved. And we can do traffic lights. Traffic lights. Something like that. I would like to move this so it comes onto a roundabout. I think that's everything I want to do at the moment. I think I've done it obviously early enough that it's not going to cause me a problem. If you leave it any later, then you start to get some issues. yellows spawn in some not very nice places at the moment. Okay, we'll definitely take a motorway here. So could we potentially turn this guy around there, and then we can connect up the connect up a couple of yellows to get on a motorway to go over here, and then we don't have to have these guys integrating. I was concerned about this area, but I'll leave that until I've got another motorway. I think this is all actually handled okay at the moment. So I will I wonder if I zoom out any more, if the game zooms out any more, then I can replace this motorway with just a road that runs along the bottom. So yeah, I've already put it down. I'll do that. Okay, that looks good to me, and therefore what we don't actually need to do is connect that up for now. I'll leave this in place for the moment. Yeah, that'll do. I'm still slowly zooming out, so I imagine I will get an extra grid area here. Okay, well that changes things. So we've now got an orange here as well. What have we got utility wise? Roundabout. And not enough space to put it. That's a shame. We have got that there. There's probably no point in it because there's only going to be one trail off. I will reserve that space for now though. And I'm just going to connect that up. Going on now. Right, so we've got all these going across. I think these two can now actually be fully handled by all of these shops here. If I actually move this motorway to the top, I can fully remove this one here. All of these can be handled here. What I'm actually going to do, I could do with the oranges just being sorted real quick before I do anything here. But that should mean, for now, nothing is actually coming in from the top. So I can send these guys around here for now. The idea is to actually get them go under. Oops. We'll just do that for now. Clean all of that actually. So the idea is to get these to go under. But in order for, or potentially just go through, yeah, that's what I'll do, is I'll just go through this gap here. So I'm going to reserve that. Should reserve that because then I'm going to move the motorway to the top, and then these guys have a shorter route. But I do need to connect these guys up, obviously. tunnel now. Quite whether that actually helps us at the moment, I don't think it does. I'm just having a little pause and just having a little think what I need to do here so I can actually segregate all of that. So these 6 are going here, and these 6 are going here. It's a little bit of a weird layout here, but that should mean that these 2 go. It's rare then that anything's coming through and will slow things down. But that looks good. Okay. Right, so I've still got my 3 yellows, and all of these oranges are actually helping out here. But they could also do the turn and go across. That's not ideal. We do need them to get there a bit quicker. So we have now got, well, we will be getting a motorway back in a minute. So I'm going to segregate this section. I'm going to split them in half. Send half of them directly there and half of them directly here. And that'll be a lot better, I think. So there we go. Got the motorway back. So let's just do that quickly. How many have we got? We've got 2, 7, 11. So we'll send 5, I guess. We'll send 5 down, and then the rest of them. Send them a bit further down. This is something I've not contended with before. Okay. Well, I'm learning that motorways can't be too short either. Oh, this really isn't happy, is it? Okay, well that'll do. I've got a roundabout. So what I want to do is have the yellows sent there. And the whites are going to go there. Cool. Okay, right, that looks like it's all good. I think everything's connected that I want to be connected. Whites are pretty much segregated. There is a gap there, but I don't think they'll slow down for it because nothing should be coming through, but we'll keep an eye on it. If we need, we've got, we haven't got any traffic lights spare. We can reclaim that one there. I can utilise one. Where else do I use traffic lights? Oh, of course, here and here. That's right. Again, I don't think that's truly necessary, these two, because they're such short journeys, it shouldn't make a difference. But yeah, anyway, we've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 going here, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 oranges going the further distance, contending with the roundabout. And there we go, we've got these 3 yellows down here assisting. I think that means we're all good. Okay, well that is the most handy thing I could have asked for. That's extremely good positioning here. We're getting a lot of, oops. I'm getting lots of pinks spawning. Again, this is one of those where I don't think we'll ever get to the point where we need that much, or this many houses connected. do want this to be sorted out so the purples can get down easier, because I think that's going to be the main issue. Is there anything I can do about that? I don't think there is at the moment. I really need another motorway so that these purples and turquoise ones don't need to interact. Okay, well, that helps. Some of the spawns have been very helpful. So the pink one especially, and this white one, just spawned straight onto the road. As suspected, this is where we're getting an issue. That's probably not helping. Oops. That's probably not helping that that's attached. I'm just going to reserve that for now. I don't need it actually attached. Just wondering if there's anything I could do to actually assist here. I've got very few purple houses. I've still only got 7 purple houses. Oh, I've got 3 up here, haven't I? That I could utilise, but I don't have a spare motorway. I'm just going to have to just sort of grin and bear it. It does look like they've got a decent number on the way. Haven't even got some aquas that could come around this way. Right, now one of the things I was saying was I could get a motorway back by utilising these yellows, scooting them under. I could potentially put some traffic lights in there. So if I put traffic lights in here, so I've got these yellows going straight through this way, so they don't need this motor anymore, which means this roundabout is actually not necessary. This is one of the things actually that I'm starting to learn. Maybe I shouldn't do that because the time it takes for these cars that are leaving go across and then have to get back, you generally need a spare motorway in order to make a change like that, because effectively you've got to wait for this one to be given back to you, and in the meantime no journey is going to start. So it could be a case that this orange stacks up because of that. I mean, the potential solution to that is to allow these guys just to connect here and scoot them on. And that could be potentially a recovery of another motorway if I really needed one. But I think the things that is most needed is get this motorway back right now, so we can get some purples in place, because they're really struggling with this roundabout now. Have I got a roundabout? I have. I actually put that in place and do that in preparation for getting a motorway, which I should have back now. Perfect. Cool. Okay, so they come down here. They're going to go around the roundabout to this one. I'm going to disconnect there. Disconnect all of that. Leave this roundabout in place just for a second. And we can do that. Well, that looks good to me. Could even really have this guy join so you can help out here, because you do get right turners are okay. I'm going to do that. We'll just see how that goes. But my major concern right now is here. Now, I could have used the motorway to connect these 3 up, but I really think that these 7 just needed a better route because they were struggling. So we'll see what happens here. And we get another motorway anyway, so that's good. So I could always... do here. Can actually, yeah. I could connect those up. I'm not going to at the moment because they're coping okay. We are going to have to get some to go across the crossroads, but just to reserve that space in case something else happens in this area. But yeah, I think I'm probably overthinking things a little bit at the moment. Pinks, why are you struggling? I think that's purely just the number of cars. What have we got here? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Only 4 connected, which probably means that we want to actually move this guy here, which we can do because he's not in massive demand at the moment. So it means that we can actually can't until the motorway's gone. I can get this guy around. Okay, let's have a quick think about this. This gets to the point of the game where we need to slow it down, so we'll hit play instead of just resume. You're not going to be able to help, my friend. Because you're just going to get in the way. So the pinks are all okay. To be honest, I think I could disconnect these 4. In fact, that's maybe what I actually do. Or at least these ones anyway. Let's get you pointing this way. Cool. Right, so these 4 are connected here. These 3 aren't going to need to do anything. If they did need to do anything, actually, they could come. In fact, I probably will do that. And around. That looks good. Cool. Okay, so these purples. So we can use another motorway potentially to get them to help out, and then we've got this one segregated to this, and this one segregated to this one. Again, that may be exactly what I do. So we've got 6 going there, and we've got, what, 7 I think I said, going to this one here. I will give them a more direct route once this has calmed down a little bit. In the meantime, I don't think I've missed anything. Let's just slow this down. these struggling. I think there's just a build up. Probably because there's just too many connections, I think. Too many connections. So if we just point some of these away from the road. And that's one connection rather than 1, 2. Again, that's just one connection. I might tidy up a little bit, we'll see. Okay, we'll take another tunnel. We actually haven't used one yet. This could be an opportunity to use one. Because it doesn't look like any of these pinks are actually at home. I didn't realise I hadn't got around to connecting that guy up. So we'll do that now. But what I'm thinking is I can actually use a tunnel. To connect there. And I may even have space. Do I have space for a roundabout? Not in there. Yeah, that just caused more problems than it's worth, I think. So we'll leave that as it is. I think everyone else is okay. Just keep an eye on various things. Is it even worth having this connected? We'll see. So it has just sent a load of pinks off. Let's get rid of that because that should speed things up. Okay, these guys are struggling in and out because of this junction. There seems to be a lot of speed issues here. They haven't got a massive distance to go, so I'm not too concerned. Okay, it's just upgraded. Most of these houses that are popping up I just don't need. I'm just getting them into the right sort of position where they can help out if necessary. Okay, well, something needs to be done here. So what we could potentially do, can we? No, because that will connect up. Or can we? That does remove these two. That'd be too many. That'd be too many that'd be removed, I think. I was just thinking if I could scoot a road around and then I can keep a group segregated. And the alternative is, do I use a tunnel? For this group. And then I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 going the longer route and 7 going the shorter route. I could always turn some of these around if they're not happy. I've run out of road tiles. Not that this needs to be connected up, because there's just very little happening here. Okay, right, orange. That probably does mean these guys are still struggling. I wonder why. Let's turn that guy around. We are probably going to move this back onto the roundabout. We certainly want to... Oh, I've run out of road tiles again. Yep, of course. Let's just reclaim all of that. Nearly all of it, at least. Just in the bits where there's only a small gap. So what I don't want is a house to spawn. Don't want a house to spawn in a gap that's going to hurt me. Right, so it's going to have to be like that for now, until I can move the motorway. In fact, actually... Just going to move that there. And then I want a run off there for the motorway. Just brings it in a little bit smoother. That looks good to me. And that's the plan. Hopefully that doesn't cause too much chaos. I mean, potentially I'll just wait and see if the weekend brings it, because it is going to still get there. See if the weekend gives us another motorway. So if it does, then we're not going to have to risk moving it. Okay, we are getting a bit more of an issue here now. Right, what am I hearing going off at the moment? Quite a lot, I think. I'm going to turn this guy away because I think that is causing issue, and this should be satisfied by 5 yellows. Should be satisfied by 5 yellows, and this one is being looked after by only 3 pinks. Okay. This one has got 3, and then 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, we're going to want to turn a couple of these around, it looks like. Yeah. This is not happy down here, is it? It's not a happy place. What can I do about this? Not a lot at the moment, really. I mean, I could turn him on there. I don't know whether these two are causing problems by looking that way. Maybe I turn that around. There's one less junction. And likewise otherwise just turn them around. So they can come down. This is still obviously the choke point. We'll see how that goes, but I think having traffic lights there is just not helping because there's just too much traffic going between the two. It's really helpful, like I said earlier, if there's a long route that's barely used, but obviously both of these routes are used quite a lot because they're both circle buildings, so that's not helping. They're not happy. All these oranges, it doesn't look like any of them are at home at the moment because the requirement for assistance is a little bit greater than what's going on. So let's turn those two around. So because we had 4 houses here which had cars all at home, and they're all going there. In fact, there's actually 2 more, so I could even turn this one around. And maybe what I do, so we've got 3 extra ones coming to assistance down here and here. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 oranges going across, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I mean, that should be enough, you'd think, wouldn't you? Let's leave him unattached for a second. I think we just need to just ride this wave at the moment. They are coming. Again, there's just a big hold up, but that might just sort itself out once they finally get on here. I think it might be a bit of a problem. I haven't got any other utility that could help, I don't think. Whoops. That's not helpful. You don't want to be doing that. Accidentally drawing across the map. That doesn't help anyone. Anything else up by doing that? I don't think so. But yeah, all these are on their way, but there's just a big issue with like almost just like real slowdown there. Could potentially just work that a little bit better. That's probably not going to help me putting all of this on there, right? We'll see what that does. Probably not help, but we'll see. Now I'm tempted actually to bring some of these around. So I've got then the 2 are definitely not going to cross this path. I mean, we do just need to see if we survive this at the moment. That's the main concern. But I'm just thinking, these whites we could put around here, and there could be a way that I could sneak these guys around the outside instead of them having to cross here. Because the oranges and yellows are getting connected. Here anyway. Is there much point them coming in from opposite sides? Potentially not. So anyway, we've got to just see if we survive this orange lot at the moment. Need some of you guys to go up. Come on, some of you need to go up. Up please. Oh my god, okay. Well, they're all going down at the moment. Need some of them to turn up. If none of them do, it might be a bit too late. But all of those turn around, and it's too late. Yeah. We had 5 orange cars in a row went down, and we needed one of them to go up, and then finally the 6th one did, but it was too late. That would have just ticked us over, and I think that would have sorted itself out. There's just too much congestion on the other side. I did want to move that motorway to between the two, but there just wasn't a good opportunity to do that. If I had a spare motorway, I would have been able to do that. But when you get to that late in the game where things are just going crazy, moving a motorway can be absolutely fatal. So if I had moved that motorway, I'd have lost the game immediately. There I could have held on by a thread, and if I had, and things had calmed down a little bit, then I'd have had the opportunity to potentially move the motorway, or if I got a spare one at any point, I would have been able to do it, and that would have certainly sorted it all out. But sometimes it just goes like that. So I think the issue there was a lack of a spare motorway. Potentially I could have recouped one from somewhere else. I'll have to sort of watch the video back and see if that is the case, but I don't think that I could have without causing lots of problems elsewhere. I think I was really a little bit unlucky there, but yeah, there's probably going to be something to learn. I can't think what exactly it was, other than I was just unlucky and I didn't have a spare motorway to be able to make that change to sort out those oranges. Maybe I could have spotted something earlier, but I'll have to watch the video back and see. If you spotted something that I did wrong or could have done better, let me know in the comments. Also, let me know how you did with today's challenge. If you gave it a go, did you beat 2579 commuters? I do always like to reach and aim for 100 days, so the fact that I didn't reach that, I'm a little bit disappointed. I think I could have, if I'd maybe seen that a little bit earlier or got a little bit more lucky. But yeah, that was a fun game all in all. I did get some luck. I'm not going to say that I didn't. I had some shops that just spawned right onto the road or right next to the houses that I was looking at. I think there was a cream one and a pink one over on the left hand side. But it was good fun. I very much enjoyed that. So let's take a look and see where that put us on the leaderboard. Okay, well, top 500 quite easily, really. 340th in the world. I'm very happy with that. However, I really think that I could have got a score upwards of 3,000 quite easily if I had have sorted that orange pairs of buildings there, the circle and the square one. If I'd have got 3,000, I'd imagine we'd be a lot further up. Top 10, they did really well. That's a fantastic score up the top. Anything over 4,000 really on this would have been real tough. Bit disappointing. Like I said, I didn't get over 3, but I still got a way to go to be able to start matching these sort of people. So congratulations if you're anywhere near the top. Let me know your score, and we'll catch you next time for another Mini Motorways.